Greetings. I wanted to come in. I am being supremely vulnerable these days, but please do not mind my wild braided locks right now. Pay no mind to the headphones that are around my neck, but I was listening to some ratchet music before I lay down. But I wanted to come in and just, again, share. So, something that happened today was I began to purge to the point that my children were making fun of me because they was like, "Mom, why is you doing so much cleaning up? What's going on?" I had things in my file cabinet that are over 20 years old. Like it is levels of ridiculousness or was levels of ridiculousness. But I felt this urge to just let go, to release. And so I was initially looking for some paperwork for something else. And I was trying to find my nursing school transcripts and I couldn't get them. I knew they were in my bedroom somewhere though. And that's how it all began. So I was like, yo, I got these different file cabinets, small file carriers and things like that. They were full of things that, yo, what am I doing with the thing? What am I doing with it? Nothing. It's just taking up space and it's time for me to get this shit out here. So I started cleaning that. Then I made my way to my file cabinet that I have had. I've had that file cabinet probably 15 to 18 years, something like that. Anyway, I still have my 23-year-old son's kindergarten, no, preschool report card. I kept it though. I still didn't get rid of that, but because that's, special. But my 23-year-old son's preschool report card. I have every honor roll certificate, every perfect attendance, it was ridiculous though, but I got rid of and it felt so good. It felt amazing. A huge trash bag, one of those big lawn bags full of stuff. My teenage son, he threw it out for me. It outside or whatever, what have you. I'm gonna turn on a light. It is super dark. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. So, okay, that is better. So my teenager took it out. I was like, Mom, what is all this stuff? But it was like, things that I didn't need. Old insurance documentation, old lease agreements, just old things, but it brought back a lot of memories. I even found some birthday cards from my ex-husband that are, 10 years or more. They're older than 10 years, like 12, 13 years old. 15 years old, called birthday cards and things like that. But I did find like cards from resident people I've taken care of in the past and um, old friends. Like when I moved, people will send you, well wishes, cards from people. I keep those things for sentimental reasons. But it felt amazing. I'm exhausted now though. That was a workout going through all that stuff. I still need to organize it a little bit better than what I have right now. But I found like, pictures of my children when they were really small and all kind of things. This time again, being away from social media, also allowing me to just focus on what's important. So purging is one of those things. I'm going to go through my clothes again. I give away a lot, but I still tend to have a lot of things. Um, I also created a virtual art show of some of my pieces. I've compiled them into a virtual art gallery of sorts. It's Google Slides, but it turned out pretty dope, pretty nice. I see an opportunity here in my city of Charlotte to possibly submit art for collectors. I'm going to go through what I currently have and go for it. Why not? There's nothing to lose. I need to take clear pictures of the artwork and submit it. But again, not being there um, is allowing me to really focus on life. Also, noticing how much of a crutch it is. how much of a distraction it is. Like, you know, I've been dealing with so many emotional things, especially since my mother transitioned, and I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel it. And so, I'm a workaholic, number one, but number two, to fill in the spaces between working on things, then is social media. Now, I have been spending a lot of time on YouTube, but I've been finding recipes on YouTube. I've been making amazing food. Tonight, I made a vegan Philly cheese steak of sorts, but I had a pita bread. It was so delicious. Last night I made vegan lobster rolls. The night before I had barbecue jackfruit. So I've been cooking a lot. I still cook. My children don't are not vegan or vegetarian, so I still prepare their food and mine. So anyway, I've been doing that, and a lot of ideas are coming to me. A refocus on the trajectory of my own life and what I desire most. And it just I thought that I would miss it more. I thought that by today I would be antsy to go on there, but I really, even though today was pretty busy, two of my children had dentist appointments, and I had a couple of errands I needed to run. It wasn't supremely busy, and I didn't work today, but I also didn't feel inclined to check the pages either. So, this little sabbatical, and that's what I'm calling it, social media sabbatical, is serving me well. I hope you all have had an opportunity to watch the full moon reading. It's a pick a card. A couple of people have commented. If you haven't, it is one of my, it's not a live stream. It's just a regular video. So check that out. I'll be back again checking in. I won't say tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably be kind of busy, but I want to just continue to share these discoveries um, as I'm sitting in introspection. Journaling has become easier as well, and through journaling, it's allowed me to deal with some of my pains. Realize my feelings, my heart is and my feelings are raw and sensitive, and not just because of my mother passing, but because of other things that I kind of just pushed down. I compartmentalized myself and didn't really allow myself to grieve, like the ending of relationships and things like that. So not being there is allowing me space to do that and feel how I feel, you know what I'm saying? So even if there is no resolution to it, not in the way that I would like for it to be, being able to just release that um is good. It's cathartic. So it's a full moon in Pisces tonight. Typically during the full moon, I'm extremely hyperactive. I mean, I'm high strung anyway, but typically I'm hyperactive. Today I've been very chill. I don't know if it's because it's in my sign of Pisces or because I feel so grounded not being on social media, dealing with all of that energy. I've been not hiding myself away, but kind of sort of really just focusing on my children. I it's the simple things like today, my 15-year-old son and my 12-year-old daughter, she'll soon be 13. It's crazy to me that she's getting they're that old, but they were sitting at a dining room table and they were kind of like they were singing some song by the weekend or whatever. But just the joy on their face and them enjoying a song together, the camaraderie that I see between my children and being engaged with them is special to me right now. It's just like everything. So, you know, it's allowing, this time to myself is really allowing me to focus on what's important. Um, I haven't said this on my channel, but I think tonight is probably appropriate. So I had coronavirus and I have chronic asthma and bronchitis. And so someone such as me who's had issues with breathing in the past, that's serious. And I contracted it at my workplace. The place that, I should have been most protected. And even though I know I work in a high risk environment, that the way that I ended up becoming infected, it wasn't fair because the person was just irresponsible. But it is what it is. I mean, I've recovered. So let me, I've recovered. I'm well. Um, it's miraculous, actually. I did not use any medications or anything like that. I only utilized herbal medications. So nettles, soursop, moringa, ginger, lemon, garlic, mullein, echinacea. Those are the only things that I really relied upon. That's all I had. I wasn't going into public, and all these things. I had maybe 2 nights where it was pretty rough. I still find myself a bit winded if I'm just overdue, but for the most part, I'm back to my level of physical activity that I was before. Part of the reason I stepped away from social media is allowed myself to heal emotionally from fear can throw you into a bad space. And for me, contracting coronavirus and living in a household full of children who are susceptible, number one, all of my children have asthma. And then even if something just happens to me, if anything happens to me, what about my babies? And so, I determined to step off to take care of my mental health, to make sure that I'm able to continue doing and being myself, and I wasn't feeling myself and I was really feeling really downhearted. Um, I talked to, I have a couple close friends, and like some cousins that are like sisters to me. And I was telling them, it was depressing me and I was just feeling so down in the dumps about it. But, everything happens for a reason. And luckily, I'm a whole witch out here. So I know how to tend to myself and I'm my own healer. So I know how to take care of myself. And, I'm back on track, back on track. Um, but contracting the virus just brought more focus onto what is truly important in life. What is really, what race am I running here? Am I trying to keep up with the perception of what people put on social media, or am I really running my own race? I think, in all actuality, even though I teach that, I was running a race that wasn't my own. I'm trying to keep up with what I think other people are doing. I'm looking everywhere instead of within myself. And it was really pushing me into a space that was just not conducive to the life that I want to live. So in 5 days' time, I think today is my fifth day, going into the sixth, I have determined a few things about what I want for the remainder of it, how I want to feel each and every day. How I've been feeling over the last few days is exactly how I want to feel. I want to feel grounded. I want to feel joyful. I want to feel peaceful. I want to feel worthy. Um, I want to feel inspired. So that's it, and that's all. If that whatever actions I am taking or not taking, if it's not giving me those feelings that I want to experience, I don't want to be a part of it. That goes for a relationship, that goes for a friendship, that goes for a workplace, that goes for anything. If these people or these environments are not bringing me to the climax of what I choose for myself, then I don't want to be a part of it. I won't be. I'll remove myself from it. So, anyway, for those of you that's been watching the videos, so few of you have interacted with me. I thank you so much for sharing space with me and listening to me ramble on and on these videos. Hopefully, it's giving you a little closer look into who I am. I'm just a person. I'm a goddess in the flesh, but I hurt too. I'm not strong all the time. I'm not, some so far removed from anyone else. We all go through things in this life, but it's all a matter of how we deal with them, what we choose for ourselves. Right now, I'm choosing me for the first time in my life. I'm not playing Captain Saver except for to myself. I feel compassion for people. I empathize with people, but I'm not running, jumping through hoops to save people anymore. I can't do it anymore. But anywho, your presence is appreciated. Um, Hopefully, a few more people will find this channel. I'm going to continue. It's been a very small channel for a very long time, but you know, I wouldn't care if it was 3 people. At one point, that's all I had on this channel was 3 subscribers. Your presence is still appreciated. I still got stuff to say. I still have things to share. I had someone comment on an old video of mine today. She said she was kind of wondering about spirit guides and came upon my channel. She's never, that's how spirit works. So I'm grateful for that. So anyway, if you're not subscribed, I would love to have you as a part of the Divine Soul Tribe. So you can feel free to hit the subscribe button. You can check out my website at shakiali.com. I am going to be sending out, it's time for another newsletter or email to my Divine Tribe. So you guys can be looking out for that. I'm still on my sabbatical from social media. So I'm now on Instagram and Facebook, but you can find me over there. So feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's Divine Soul Sister. On Facebook is Divine Soul Sistar, Sistar. How that ended up like that, I don't know, but that's what it is. What else? And then you can also, read my blog. It is on my website. So if you go on my website, it's shakiali.com. All of my blog posts are at the bottom. But it's Words of Alioneness blog.com is the website. So anywho, you guys take care. Have an awesome night. Sending you all an abundance of peace, love, light, and always balance. Until I feel so inclined to come back, maybe the weekend. I think I'll take a few days and I'll be back. You guys take care.